Making sure that students turn up regularly and on time is a challenge that's faced by every school. Attendance and punctuality have a huge impact on how well a student does. The Education Welfare Service in Birmingham has developed a framework of internationally recognised resources that you can use to tackle these issues head-on. Each attendance programme consists of a range of resources for use in schools that anchor discussion, rewards and attendance reviews around a central idea that is age-appropriate for the students. Cool Kittens is aimed at infants. Cool Cats is the package designed for primary schools, whereas the more sophisticated Wise Up package targets students in secondary schools.
If you work with the whole school rather than an individual child or an individual parent around issues of difficulty in attendance, you have much more impact. So Cool Cats and Wise Up really are communication tools. It can be an extremely dry subject, and commonly you might communicate with a parent that your child is attending 90% of the time. What does that mean? What impact does it have on the young person? Cool Cats and Wise Up give us methods of communication that explain what that period of absence would actually do.
Every school is different and so will require its own tailored campaign on attendance. And that's what the resources provide. Everything from stickers, certificates and badges to lesson plans, radio adverts and methods for personal attendance reviews. The earlier the importance of attendance and punctuality can be introduced, the more natural it will feel to children. Cool Kittens is targeted at reception level and aims to develop good habits early on.
If you haven't got the skills of attendance and punctuality when you're at school, you're not going to have those skills when you're at work.
In the early years, the trends for attendance are set, so parents have to be fully involved because the children are so young they can't bring themselves to school. So we need to involve fully the parents and the families in promoting the attendance of the child.
Developing good habits young means targeting not just the students, but their families too. The resources work best when used with a whole school approach, supporting pupils, parents and staff in addressing attendance and punctuality issues.
The focus on the family is really important because often as not the issues of difficulty with attendance for one young person in a family can be mirrored across the rest of their brothers and sisters.
And it's important that parents and pupils understand that their children are less likely to achieve and are less likely to benefit from the life chances that are on offer if they're not in school.
Primary schools use the Cool Cats programme in a variety of ways to promote attendance and punctuality within celebration assemblies and attendance campaigns.
The range of little incentives have been a great bonus for the children. They love getting the stickers, they like to strive towards good attendance results so they get certificates at the end of the week. So it's been fantastic. It's given us a story, it's given attendance a life really that it didn't previously have.
Having good attendance makes a difference because we get certificates and we're more happy sometimes in the daytime, and it's fun.
The scores on the doors are the attendance for the whole class throughout the whole week. The class with the most attendance gets a certificate.
It's been great to have the Cool Cat characters at the beginning of the school day, from early in the morning at the school gates, larger than life, and they really are larger than life, meeting the children, giving them a sticker saying, well done, you're on time, here you are. And the children know that's going to happen, and so I know that, parents have told me that their children say, come on, set the alarm, we've got to make sure we're at school on time because the Cool Cats will be there. And equally at the end of the school day, the Cool Cats will be in the playgrounds waving the children off, reminding them to be on time and to have good attendance.
The Wise Up model for secondary schools takes a different approach, appealing to students on a more adult level.
At this particular school at Perry Beaches, attendance was a key issue. Attendance was a problem. And for 3 years now, we have battled hard to put attendance and students attending our school top of the agenda. And we now find that this academic year, 95% of our youngsters are attending every day. So that is an amazing turnaround in statistics.
At Perry Beaches School, they launched their Wise Up campaign with a series of specially designed theatre performances.
I think as a scheme, the Wise Up idea, the concept and the use of that piece of theatre in particular and the workshops is very easy to adapt into your school. And actually what we've done here is we've been able to target certain groups or certain individuals whom we know need that message. So it kicked off for us the whole discussions with young people about attendance and about punctuality. And it was a brilliant springboard for us then to close in on youngsters who perhaps were unsure about coming to school. Very quickly understood that through the piece of theatre that actually being at school was vital to their future life.
Students have regular attendance reviews in which staff encourage them to reflect on their grasp of attendance and punctuality as measured by a system of coloured bands.
You've got your different Wise Up bands, and it allows the children, by setting small targets, the opportunity to move up Wise Up bands, so they can see very clearly from the start of the year what their attendance was and what they need to do to move up into the next band and to be successful.
Well, they talk to you about your attendance and your targets, what you've got to be, and just tell you to be. If you're not early, then you won't get the good education.
We have so much evidence now of its impact, not just in Birmingham, but across other local authorities. There's quite a number of other local authorities in this country who purchase Cool Cats and Wise Up from us, and the number's growing each year. We sell internationally, and most remarkably, we sell to Australia. We know it works.
From personal experience, I've seen it work. I've seen how it can support schools to improve attendance and to deliver the key messages. And I believe that it can be readily used in other local authorities.
I would say absolutely get it. I mean, I think in education, we always need to try new ways of teaching the same important issue again and again, and we always need to reinvent that approach, I think. Because they're colourful, because they're easy, because they're not expensive. If a school has an attendance issue, they'll definitely help. But certainly, to give a boost to attendance and to have a focus which is a child-centred focus, I think they're an ideal resource.